Inflation is crushing everything you've built, slowly stealing your value day by day. You know it. Your cash, your stocks, even bonds. They're all melting away while you watch, paralyzed by uncertainty. Real assets. That's the buzzword thrown around like some magic bullet, like owning land, gold, or real estate will keep you safe forever. But here's the brutal truth nobody tells you. Real assets alone won't shield you from inflation forever. And relying on them blindly? That's a slow road to frustration and losses masked by false comfort. Stop kidding yourself that just owning gold bars or a few rental properties means you're safe. Inflation evolves. It's not static. Sometimes real assets spike, sometimes they tank. What truly kills you is when you stop questioning your positions, when you fall asleep knowing you're hedged, but you're actually exposed to a hidden tsunami. You need to stop thinking in outdated rules and start thinking like a strategist who controls the game. Here's what real protection looks like. It's layering. It's not just about tangibles, but about having the right mix that adapts with the cycle. For example, real estate is great when rates are low and economies grow, but what happens when interest rates skyrocket? Those assets get crushed just like equities. Gold? A classic hedge, but does it generate returns? No. Sitting on it is like parking cash in a slow bleed. Real assets must be paired with dynamic financial instruments that flex with the market. Think inflation-protected bonds, commodity futures, or infrastructure-linked securities. You want income streams that grow, not just something to hold and hope for. The second thing, and this cuts deeper, get off autopilot on diversification. Spreading across real assets blindly won't do it. You have to build a portfolio that's smartly asymmetric. You want assets that react differently under inflationary pressure, some that rise, others that provide cash flow, some that are downright recession-proof. The worst mistake? Chasing past trends or listening to generic buy real assets advice tossed around by folks who haven't been in your seat. Here's the kicker. Don't just buy assets. Own the business models tied to them. Rental property? Own properties in locations with real demand drivers, not just cheap prices. Mines for metals. Invest with operators who run lean, scale fast, and hedge costs. The passive pigeonhole of buy asset and pray is a trap for the complacent and uninformed. You need to be brutal, research deep, and act fast. You must be connected in networks that share real intel and challenge your assumptions. Alone, you're slow. Connected, you're unstoppable. Inflation is not a foe you can outrun with static shields. It's a wildfire you must navigate dynamically. You cannot hope for forever protection without constant recalibration, unforgiving decisions, and ruthless allocation of capital. This isn't comfortable. It's not easy. But it's the only way to keep your wealth alive in a world that throws curves nobody saw coming. So here's what to do right now. Stop throwing money at generic asset classes. Build a layered system with real assets, inflation-linked bonds, income-generating ventures, and active management strategies that pivot fast. Surround yourself with people who push you past your blind spots and force you to rethink every move. Dive into markets others ignore. Disrupt your portfolio when you get complacent, and keep liquidity to act, not just watch. Forget the dream of a forever shield. That doesn't exist. But real, beating the market inflation fighting power? That comes from relentless vigilance, smart layering, strategic ownership, and brutal clarity. You want out of the trap? Take control. Don't just passively accept. Stop hoping. Start doing. This is how you build a fortress, not one that promises forever, but one that survives everything tomorrow throws at you. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and open the featured link to learn more.